All right, we're recording. Look at the camera. Sucking my gut so I look a little less fat. My cat was just here, but she went ahead and left just as I hit record. That's the nature of cats. Come here, Loki. Come here. She's a good cat, but that's why the windows are partially open. Come here. Come here. Now you get to see my cat. Anyway, yesterday I tried auto drip coffee pot and tried it several different ways. And I was going to do the percolator old fashioned, but I kind of only want 1 cup. So what I thought I would do is a pour over. This is one style of pour over, more of a cheaper style. They make many different styles. But as far as the pour over goes, you're making a little less, and instead of being an auto drip, you're doing more of a personal manual drip. So I'm going to put 1, I'm going to put 2, and I'm going to put 3 in, which is quite strong actually, I would assume. Now, I'm not sure how much grains is in each one. This is more unofficial. This is hot water, and what I'm going to do is what's called a bloom, and get it a little bit soaked in. And let it sit for just a minute. I have no timer, so I don't know how long a minute is. But we're going to set for a bit, and then I'm going to pour some more over. And this will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups, however many I want. I actually have a smaller version. If I could find it, right there. So I do actually have a smaller version, which would even do more convenient, 1 cup. And it also is a metal filter, but I am choosing to put a paper filter in there to get a little bit more of the oils out. And from what I understand, the oils tend to cause more bitterness, and that's what I want to avoid. So this is soaked just enough. I don't know if it's been a minute, but we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more. You can see the difference when you soak it from when you first put it in. My cat now wants outside, which is the nature of her. So this is a pour over, one of the simplest ways to make coffee. The technique is, like I said, put a bloom in and let it sit for just a little bit and then finish putting it in. Coffee just kind of goes through it. The machine in the auto drip does it all automatically, which is where it's convenient. I'd say in most of the world, they probably don't use a machine. So, and you don't stir, don't touch it, just let it go. As much as you're gonna make. You can see it goes down there. This is exciting stuff too. Exciting, exciting, exciting video. I did kind of leave a little vent here so it can get through. A little bit of a vent there. It's kind of nice it's taken some time. That allows it to immerse a little bit. There are 2 types of coffee pots. That's called the percolator and the immersion. This is actually a percolator. A French press is an immersion. All of the coffee comes in contact with water at all of the time, whereas a percolator, all the water comes in contact partially the time. I don't know if I said that very clear. Slowly, still dripping down. I'm trying to keep the coffee from building up. Probably shouldn't worry about that. Okay, it's looking good. It smells like coffee. I love the smell of coffee, I always have. Never drank it. Well, I tried it one time, and I got a feeling it was one of those large kettles that people put in the corner that keeps it heated, and was gone for an hour or two, just heating up over and over again, brewing away the water and making all the stuff bitter. Okay, I'd say I'm about done right now. So we're gonna just let that finish out. Put this back. And I think I'll use this. I got 1 cup here. I'm gonna try it black after it cools a bit. I'm then going to try it with sugar. I'm then gonna try it with cream. And then we will go from there. It is definitely, it has a little bit of airlock doing this way. I'm going to try it with just the metal filter and see what it does too. Okay, I don't want to spill that nice little thing. I'm going to put that in there. Take that out. Put that over into this. And now we have, and you can hold this by the cork. Some different versions like the V60 has a handle. Filter sits in differently. This has a little pour spout. I'm using McDonald's again. I'm just going to stay with that basically as a test, and then eventually when I try some other stuff, it'll be a comparison to McDonald's. All right. There were some coffee grounds in there. So now let's pour this out. And I have coffee. And instead of making 10, 12 cups, which is what the machine makes, or 1 to 4 by pushing the program button, I have 1 cup. Smells like coffee. Let's cool it down a little bit. All right, I'm going to tell you that that's actually better than the auto drip. I really didn't think there would be a noticeable difference, but there is. That is better. Okay. Now, it's hot, and I'd say that once it's a little cooler, I'd probably even like it more. Let's pour a little more in there. Because it's breakfast time. Now, give me a second. So, I'm going to say this, and I wasn't going to. I had a stroke last year as a result of COVID. And so I do have some physical limitations, not many. Don't have that many mental limitations or cognitive limitations, but I do have some physical ones. The cognitive ones are, if you come at me with a bunch of stuff at once, I tend not to be able to pick out the most important thing I need to do. I kind of just stall. When physical limitations is I shake. I used to shake a little bit, now I shake a lot. So when you saw me pouring that is just something that is the way it is. And there's nothing I can do. And I realize I don't have a spoon. So sorry about that, not being prepared. I knew what I needed to do and I wasn't ready. So what we're going to do now is let's add 1 sugar. This is raw sugar. And I remember I liked 2 sugars, so we're just gonna go with 2, be done with it. I'm a 2 sugar guy. Now this would be 10 grams of sugar. I'm diabetic. 10 grams is better than what's in a Coke, which is 39 grams. It's better than what's in my Coke with coffee, which I've only had once, which is 18 grams. So this is only 10 grams of sugar. So let's face it, this is a much better deal. I actually have not done my glucose check this morning. I'll do it after this so I know where I'm at. Ideally, I would have done it first and then I would do this afterwards to see how much it affects me. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's stirred up in there. Let's try it. No, that's good. I mean, it's still not coffee, let's face it. It's still not Coca-Cola. Okay, and now some cream. Difference is there. Mix that up. And as it's cooling, of course, that's also helping me. That is enjoyable. I could drink that, especially on a cold day. And of course, I'm in Texas. It's hot. I'm inside, so it's fine. I can see myself making that, and I probably will start using the smaller one so I can just make 1 cup. I will try just the metal screen to see if there's a difference. I'm sure it's going to let go a little bit more stuff. But for my caffeine fix I may need, I can have this and satisfied. Someone sent me a text, my dad did. So as far as the pour over goes, success. I have a little bit more, 1 more cup more I'd say in there. So I can have 2 cups of caffeine to get ready. And it really didn't take that long. This heats up on its own. It's automatically shuts off when it gets to boiling. So that's perfect for doing this type of project. I have no complaints about the coffee right now. Of course, I'm going to try some other coffees and then we'll see what's like. And I think the next one I will do will be the old-fashioned percolator. And I may have one of these on the side so I can compare the differences. But I will see what that's like. I may have given an unfair previous opinion. And basically it could be that it was okay and it was the operator that made it bad. We'll see. Okay, that's it for now. And you guys have a great day.